All right. So, what is up, guys? This is the episode number 4 of the podcast, and today I'm bringing my cousin Diana. Introduce yourself if you.
Hello, my name is Diana. Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. No, thank you for coming. um, so, yeah. Diana is about to graduate from which university?
UW Bothell, so University of Washington.
Okay. Yeah, and she's majoring in computer engineering, you said?
Applied computing.
Okay, okay.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
All right. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why she's in the show, in the podcast, but also because yeah, I mean, I'm just inviting people, and thankfully she said yeah, and because she was in town. And yeah,
hmm
so I don't know, what do you want to talk about?
Anything.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you want to know?
Well, I mean, what got you into applied computing, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. What got you
So
into
I
that?
was actually, um, I was first in the major, software engineering,
Okay.
but I just switched over. It's pretty similar. It's basically the same thing. I just have a concentration in math now.
Hmm.
But what got me started in that is actually a family friend. Um, when I first started like university, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was kind of lost. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take the classes that my advisors tell me to take
Yeah.
because they know what's going on. Um, but yeah, family friend, we still are pretty close. He is a software engineer and he has
Oh,
worked at like Microsoft and Amazon, so he's worked at like bigger companies.
yeah.
And he was just talking to me about his career and I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds interesting. So then I took one programming class, which was kind of like a fun class. It was like an intro class,
Hmm.
but it was like it had to do with like kind of making like little video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. And it was like very simple programming.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what got me into it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of similar to me as well. I mean, for me, it wasn't really like a family friend. It was like, so there's 3 engineers in our family. Then
Yeah.
like, I mean, upcoming, because like we have there's me because I'm doing mechanical engineering. There's Diana because she's the, and then my other cousin Edgar, he's doing mechanical engineering as like me as well. And I remember, I mean, I was in high school. I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do engineering, but the thing that also like pushed me a bit more was that like I would talk with my cousin a lot. I still do, and like he would tell me like, oh, like I'm doing this, and he would show me like the problems he's working on, the programming and all that stuff, and I would be
hmm
like, oh, that sounds really cool. I mean, I already like engineering and math, so
Yeah.
it was like oh, easy route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So like right now the application process for college is like different because I think they're not doing the ACT anymore. But for you, how was your like whole application process? Like the personal statement thing and all that. Like was it easy or how was it?
So I went actually to a private high school. And it was like they were called a college prep high school.
Oh, okay.
So the classes there were actually college level. So all of the instructors there, or the professors and the teachers, they were really helpful and they helped us like every process of the way. Like so in our for seniors in high school, in our English class, we were focusing on writing our personal statement, getting recommendation letters from our teachers and
Mm.
stuff like that. So it was really helpful. So they made the process pretty easy. But I know that for a lot of people, it can be really confusing and like all over the place.
Oh, okay. Is was there like a specific question or like specific questions that they asked you?
The teachers,
Not like in the application process,
oh, I
or do you not
think
remember?
I honestly don't remember. It was a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah. I honestly don't remember either. I'm just asking. Uh, no, yeah. For me, like my high school like is my class was like the first like the founding class, so we were the first ones
hmm
to graduate. So like our counselors are like new and like they didn't really know like what they wanted to or like what was required. Like, one question that I wanted to ask you real quick, like before I continue,
Mhm.
did you apply as an engineer, or how did you apply, like for your major?
I knew I've always liked math.
Mm.
So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a math major. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do with that, but I just for that time I applied for math major.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like
Hmm.
I don't know if it affected my applications, but like I applied as a mechanical engineer, and I know that mechanical engineering and like engineering overall is like a very like difficult field to get into in universities. So I don't know if that affected me, but the thing is that like I showed my counselor and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." Just like, and I was like, "Are you sure I did it right?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." It's just like send it. And then like later on, I asked my math teacher, which I'm very close to. Um,
Hmm.
I was like I think we had a meeting with my mom. It was like a teacher conference, and then like he was like my mom was like he already knows that I'm close with the teacher, so she asked her question. She asked him questions like, oh, so Angel applied and like not a lot of universities are like accepting him. What do you think was the problem? And then my teacher was like, oh, so what did you do? And then I told him, oh, well, I did this and this and that. And he's like, okay, sounds good. And I did this. And he's like, oh, okay. And also, like, I put mechanical engineering as my major, obviously. And he's like, what do you mean? That's terrible. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah. So then that's why I was like, oh, man. But do you think that took like a toll in like do you think that takes a toll, like putting a competitive field, or is it just like,
I actually didn't know.
oh,
Why
okay.
why did they say that it was a bad idea to put mechanical
Oh, well,
engineering?
because it's like any competitive like field, it really like makes it hard for you to get into the university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
because if you put like I think he told me to like that it's recommended to put undeclared or put like a small major, like not a small major, but like a major like psychology or like something that's not competitive. Because
Hmm.
like if you put like a specific major that's competitive, like engineering, any engineering major,
Yeah.
they're gonna consider you as an engineer and they're gonna like grade you or like start like evaluating your application as an engineer. So that's why it's
Right.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's what he meant, or like that's why he says it's like um better to not put anything. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's why I was curious and like what you did.
Yeah, I just put math and I don't think it's competitive. I don't think a lot of people have math majors.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So something I wanted to ask you because like I'm barely starting, and like I mean my classes right now I'm taking core classes. I think I mentioned it to you. Um,
Hmm.
but like, was there any like time when you were like in like let's say second third year where you were like, oh damn, this is actually pretty hard, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like get through this, or were you always like boom?
Oh gosh. No, actually, it was my junior year. So I think I started taking classes, I think I said junior year, but I think I started the end of
Oh,
my
okay.
sophomore year, and then kept on going
Mhm.
through junior year. And it was the end of junior year where it got like really hard. And I was like, do I even want to do this? Like I started like self-doubting. And I
Oh.
think, and I went to the counselors and they're like, everyone like does that. Everyone goes through that.
Mhm.
Um, everyone always thinks that they don't know or they're not as good as they actually are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got tough and I was like really stressed out. I had to take a break. I took a quarter off.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's because like the reason why I'm asking is like it's mainly two reasons. One of them is because like my math teacher, he was I'm not sure what major he started off in, but he was doing engineering. I think it might have been computer engineering or computer science. And he
Hmm.
says that he wanted to be an engineer since he can remember. But then like towards like I don't know, like his second or third year, he was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna be a math teacher. And then like, well, that's one of the reasons, but also like another reason is that like during my orientation, which is like a virtual orientation, where like they did an orientation for just like engineering majors. So there
Hmm.
is like I mean there was engineers basically, and like they were showing us pictures. Look, this is what engineers do. They could do this, they could do that. They're in the industry. They're here. They're there. Like motivating us so much, right? And then
Right.
like towards the end of the orientation, I was like, all right, we could do anything. Now what? And then they're like, um, just one thing. This is all the suicide hotlines, just in case you guys need it. And I was like,
Oh my god.
yeah, that exactly was my reaction. I was like, whoa, what the heck, you know? And then like my roommate, he's a business major. So then
Uh-huh.
I was asking him, like we were talking, because like okay, sorry. When I moved in over to Riverside,
Uh-huh.
I was by myself at first, because I had no roommates. So like I was lonely for like 1 month. But then they were like, oh, you know, we found another room with like two roommates if you want to move in. And I was, oh yeah, please. I don't talk to anyone. So then I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm done. I'm good with that. Let's go. So then I moved in, and it was awkward at first, obviously, but like, and then like I started talking to him, and then we were like, oh, you go to Rivers? Yeah, yeah, obviously, that's why I'm here. And then, and then, I was like, so how did your orientation go? Because I know that your orientation is different, because yours was like in person. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, and like yeah, we had this presentation as well, and this and this and that. And I was like, oh yeah, quick question, did they give you the suicide hotlines by any chance? And he's like, what? No, what are you? And I was like, oh yeah, and that's that's why I was asking, because I'm like, it's
Oh
gonna get
gosh.
tough.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're like,
Oh
what am I getting into?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, were you involved in any clubs or anything?
I wasn't involved actually in any clubs like at all. Like in high school, I'm like a very quiet, shy person. So
Okay.
I was never involved in any like extra. I wasn't in any sports. I wasn't in any math clubs. I know in high school we did have robotics,
Oh.
but I wasn't involved in that. But what made me like sad was that a lot of even elementary schools now,
Uh-huh.
where I live, they actually already have programming classes available even for
Really?
elementary. Yeah, for elementary. For one of my classes, I think it was my junior or yeah, my junior year. I took a class where we could actually go to elementary schools and teach the elementary kids like a little bit about programming, which was
Oh
really fun.
yeah.
hmm
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
That,
So like for them, it was like an after class or after school,
yeah.
like extra, like a club.
Mhm.
And we got to go every like Thursday, I think, for 5 to 7 weeks and
Mhm.
teach them about programming. So that was really fun. But for when I was in elementary school, and when I was, at least for my high school, they didn't have any sort of programming classes
Okay.
available.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh man. No, well, I mean, Washington is getting their stuff done. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know any. I'm not sure of like LA, but like I haven't heard anything from like elementary. I've heard of, or like I went to like some programming stuff, and when I was in middle school, but elementary nothing.
Oh
But
yeah, I was surprised. I was like,
yeah.
oh wow, they're already starting the program. Like wow.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. No, but it's pretty cool. So like well, what would you do like whenever you were done with like your classes in university?
Like for
Yeah, like
fun.
yeah, for fun.
Well, I mean, I had a ton of homework. I would do that.
Uh-huh.
I think while we could still go to school, they had a little gym area.
Oh.
So I would go there, and then sometimes I just walk around with friends, like
Uh
after class and everything. Yeah, but it was mostly just doing homework. I'd also eat a lot at Subways because there was a Subway on campus.
yeah. Oh man. No, it's I don't even know my cantons. That's how like bad it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like I've heard of, I mean, my roommate has told me like about a lot of the stuff that goes on. And I'm like, that
yeah,
sounds so cool, but I have no idea how that is.
yeah.
No, oh damn. Oh yeah. Was it easy to make friends, or like did you already know people?
So I only knew one. Well, I knew two people. One of my friends from high school.
Uh,
Well, she was actually friends from middle school. We went to different high schools, but then we started going back to the same college, and she was the only person I knew. Um, but it was because of her that I started making friends the first year because she's the more outgoing one of the two of us.
Yeah.
Um, no, but like in the classes, like when we would still be able to go like in person, um, people were always like super nice. It was definitely very different from high school. I think
Mm.
in high school, at least in mine, they had like their little cliques and their little friend groups.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I think that's in every high school.
Yeah.
And in college, like literally no one cares
Oh,
like how you look, no one cares like, about anything. Like if you need help, you can just ask the person next to you and they'll help you out. So that's kind of how I made friends is like I needed
uh,
help. I'm like, "Hey, do you know how to do this?" Because I'm like completely lost.
yeah. Oh, okay. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's right now it's like terrible with like the whole. Is it easier? I mean, now that you have your friends and stuff, do you still have communication or like do you guys not talk anymore?
With some people I do. With most of them, I kind of lost communication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
And
asked
but
that.
it sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I asked that because like for my high school, I feel like a lot of us just like went our own ways. Like legit, like I don't even talk to like anyone from like a high school. I mean, I do like say hi or like whenever like
Right.
I need something. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, whenever like whenever we're just like talking about anything, but like for the most part, like we don't even hang out or anything. But that's what I was asking. But oh, okay.
No, yeah. I lost touch with pretty much everyone I know from my high school.
Oh,
The one friend she's my best friend. We actually have been best friends since middle school.
oh, okay.
So that's good. But we went to different high schools, but I don't think I talked to anyone from high school either anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a normal thing
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. No, yeah, but I was asking for about the new friends thing because like with this whole what's it called Zoom thing and like online classes stuff, like legit I haven't even like well, I met like I've talked to like one or two people, but that's because like you have to reach out and stuff, you know.
Hmm.
But like for the most part, like I don't know how it is for like your classes, but like my class is just like a whole bunch of like black screens.
Oh no, yeah, same over here.
Yeah, and then like it's like awkward because like the professors are just like lecturing and lecturing, and like sometimes like they ask questions and no one answers, and then you're just
Yeah,
like,
it's just dead silent.
yeah, no, yeah. So like it's kind of hard. Like legit, the only people I know is like one girl that I talk to, and like my roommates, but like that's pretty much it.
Mm.
And like yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know how like the whole transition is gonna work.
No, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to like make friends over like online.
Yeah.
Like the only people I talk to right now is because I have to, and they're forced to talk to me because we're in like group projects. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Oh man. Well, I mean, you got any questions or anything you want to talk about?
I mean, yeah, how did you start with podcasts? Like what made you start? Because I know you started off on YouTube
Mhm.
and like I don't know, I think singing videos. I saw a few of your singing videos.
Yeah, a few. Weren't you supposed to watch all of them? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry. I'll go watch
No,
all of them.
no, I'm kidding. Well, that's okay. So like, before I had a YouTube channel, and like, and that one I just wanted to. I think I did it like I'm not sure if it was last year or no, it was 2 years ago. I started like posting videos there. And like at first I was very motivated. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. And I would do like live streams. And then I saw that I wasn't getting the views I wanted. But I mean
Mhm.
it's obvious because I'm starting. But like I don't know, I just like got unmotivated and like since like I was in high school and like I was involved in like soccer and like other like activities that I was doing there, like I kind of got like distracted, so I stopped posting. But then
Mhm.
like when quarantine started, like at first I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I was lazy. I wasn't really doing anything. I was like catching up with work. I mean, not catching up, but like I was like doing my work that I had to do like for high school and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, after I was done with school, I would just like play video games and like not doing anything, which is like really bad. uh, I mean, okay, I would go out and like play soccer with my friends,
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, am I supposed to say that? Oof.
You're like,
uh,
I didn't do that.
yeah, never mind. I played FIFA. No, we could. So then, yeah, so like, but then, oh, sorry, I stutter so much. Out of nowhere, like, I wasn't doing anything, and I was like, damn, I'm not doing anything with my life. And then, like, it was like 2021, like, and I was thinking of like, what should I do what should I do this year? Because like, New Year's
Mhm.
resolutions and stuff. And like obviously like the normal things. Oh, I should work out more. I should study.
Yeah.
I should do this. And then like I was like, but what else can I do? And then like I remember my mom was like, oh, I've been telling you like this whole time you should do the YouTube videos and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I know, mom, but I don't know. And then like I moved to Riverside, and like my roommate, like we were just talking out of nothing. And like I think you already saw the video, and I think you already knew that like I went to the X Factor and stuff, right?
Hmm.
So then like I was talking to my room about it. Like it just came out of nowhere. Like he just I don't know what we were talking about. I think well, I mean, I forgot what we were talking about, but the thing is, like, it kind of just got brought up, and I was like, oh yeah, and I went to the X Factor, and he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's nothing, and like he was like, after I was telling him about that, he was like, oh yeah, because like I hear you sing in the shower. I'm like, oh, you hear me? Oh crap. And I was like, oh yeah, I do that. And then he's like, yeah, you should do videos and you should do this. And like he was telling me about like how he wanted to start podcasts. So he was the one who wanted to start the podcast. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. And then now, and he's like very competitive. Like we did a competition of who gets more followers in Instagram. He won me, but that's not the point. And like we were just like, he's just very competitive, and I was like, you know what, since he's competitive, I was like, all right, you know what, let's see who does better at YouTube. You start your own podcast, I'll start my own, let's see how it goes. And like that's how it just all started. And like I started posting. I told myself in the beginning of the year, like I'm gonna try to like at least like for a whole year try to post like
Hmm.
consistently videos and stuff, just to see how I do at the end. And like, that's just how this whole thing started.
Oh,
uh,
wow. No,
yeah.
yeah, I actually had my own YouTube channel.
Oh, you
I
did?
posted, I did. I posted, I don't know if it was like 3 or 4 videos, but no, it's hard to be consistent.
Oh yeah.
It really is. Yeah. And then I started another YouTube channel with my two best friends. And
Oh,
we also posted a few videos, but then we all started school, so it was like impossible to
yeah.
like film or anything.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking advantage of it now. Like freaking, I gotta do videos right now because I got time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like once like everything like goes back to normal, like everyone starts getting busy and stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
and like I start getting busy, everyone starts getting busy. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah. No, but wait, what were your videos about? I'm curious.
Oh gosh, let me see if I remember. No singing videos.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, I only do singing in the shower and in the car. That's about it.
oh, I mean, that's where you start. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I think they were, oh gosh.
Were they
I think
like,
I remember one was like my skin routine like after the gym or something like that.
uh,
Um they were more like lifestyle videos.
oh, okay.
Kind of just
Oh,
like
okay. That's pretty cool.
mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
they're kind of just random. Like, I think I was like reviewing a hair product for one of them. I don't know.
Oh no, that's still pretty cool
Yeah,
though.
anything. Yeah, anything I could think of, I would just be like, oh yeah, let me just film it because I would watch a lot of like, like hair product reviews and like, oh, let me do that one. And I posted like 2 more, but I don't remember what they were.
Oh, okay. No, that's pretty cool. I mean,
Mhm.
how many subscribers do you have?
Oh gosh, I don't even think I went like to 20 because I
Oh,
didn't even post that many.
oh, okay.
Yeah. My
Cause
the other channel with my friends got more subscribers and more views, so that was good.
oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean,
Hmm.
everyone's gonna. I mean, oh my god, I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I had my train of thought, and it's true. Uh, and it was so quick too. Oh man. No, yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone should try to do something. I mean, our cousin freaking Beto, he's
I
like,
know.
"Woo."
Yeah.
and the videos are like so simple, or like some videos are like simple, some videos are complex, but at the end of the day, it's just like anything could like pop out, you know. So like
Yeah.
everyone should try to do something and might go viral.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. So you mentioned, I think you mentioned that you were going to Croatia.
Hmm.
Oh man, so how did that whole thing start?
Actually, so it was a friend from work. Um, I I was like following her on Instagram, and on her story, she was like, "Oh, like I'm trying to go to Croatia. Like, does anyone want to go with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, I was like, I replied, and I was like, "Yeah, like let's go."
Uh,
And she had already bought her like booked her trip and everything because it was like through a company, and they do all
oh
the planning for
yeah.
you, which is kind of nice. You just have to pay. They do all the planning.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, so I literally just messaged her and she's like, "Oh yeah, I bought or I booked the trip for so and so for this day of next year because we booked it in 2020."
Oh okay.
And yeah, I was just like, actually, I was watching videos of Croatia and like people going to Croatia and it looks so nice.
Yeah.
And I saw a video of like this one girl who actually went on that same trip that we booked and it looked
Uh-huh.
so nice. So I was like, okay, like I actually have to go. It took a while to convince my mom.
Oh.
My dad was like, I was like, hey, can I go to Croatia? He's like, yeah. I was like, you go for it.
Oh man.
But my dad was the one that or my mom was the one that I had to convince like for a few days.
Oh, okay. Uh, I mean, it's a good thing they said yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I mean, I don't right now. I don't. I do want to like. I want to like travel the world as well.
Hmm.
But like right now, I don't see myself doing that yet. Cause like I mean, I just it's not that like it's not like I mean, obviously it's like money thing, like money wise, but it's also like
Yeah.
I still don't see myself just like going by myself, you know. So like that's pretty cool. I mean, I know you're gonna go with people, but like it's still pretty cool because like you're going like without like family, you know. That's what I mean. So oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's nervous. Like, I'm nervous and scared because, like, well, my one of my best friends was gonna go with me, but she ended up canceling. And I don't
Oh
even know if this girl's actually still even going because I haven't talked to her in forever.
yeah,
So, yeah, like, it's kind of nerve-wracking, like, going kind of alone.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm like trying to go like outside my comfort zone. So,
Oh yeah. No, definitely. No, that's
yeah.
dope. Oh man. All right. All right. For did you ever go to like college parties? Because like I mean, the reason why I'm asking you is because like my cousins, I mean Beto especially, he's always like, oh, you're gonna be going to your college parties, Tia. I'm gonna tell you, and like so, and they're like, and then he's like, oh, you're gonna be going to clubs, you're gonna be going to bars, don't be doing any. And then he's like, I think the other day he was like, si haces algo malo, mítame. And I was like, whoa. So then like, yeah, did you any go anything sorry, did you ever go to like stuff like that or like
No, I was a good kid. I didn't go to any parties.
yeah, that's how I'm trying to be, honestly. Oh
No,
man.
yeah, I didn't. And I honestly don't even know how people have time. I'm like, how do you have time to go out so much? You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, especially with like all the homework. Like right now, I'm doing like general ed classes, and I still think I'm having a lot of homework. Like, imagine when I actually go to like engineering classes. Oh gosh.
Hmm. No,
Oh man.
yeah.
Did anyone ever like pressure you to do anything?
Like in college?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like overall.
No, no. I mean, there were people that would like try to get me to go places, but I've always been the type of person to like, I guess, not be influenced so easily.
Mhm.
Like I'm quiet, but like if I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that because um like my mom is always telling me like, oh, my mom and my dad are always like, oh, si te ofrecen esto, di que no. Si
Hmm.
dicen que hagas esto, di que no. If you do this, then say no. If they ask you to do this, no. And basically they're telling me like if they pressure you to something, be like, don't get influenced easily. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I don't know. It's because I already have that. I mean, and like in like high school, there would be people that like would like drink and like would do like stuff like that.
Yeah.
and like they already the thing is that like I already like I feel like I already put like this persona that I don't do that type of stuff. So like they wouldn't even ask me. So that's why I was asking you if like did anyone ever like pressure you to do anything.
Hmm.
But like since I feel like you also have that personality where like, oh, soy calmada.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, people would see that I'm a chill person, and usually people wouldn't like even try to pressure me. I think everyone was pretty understanding and like respectful, and like they knew like, oh, she doesn't do that. Like
yeah.
that's fine, you know.
Yeah. And I also feel like all that thing about like pressuring, I think it's also like kind of like how do you say something that like is like old already because I feel like
Hmm.
I think I saw a meme the other day in Instagram. I was just like scrolling through and they're like teenagers in movies, oh, you have to drink, you have to smoke. Teenagers in real life, you want to smoke? No, I'm good, all right. And then they
Okay,
just
okay, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's how it is because like my roommates also like I think one of my roommates like oh no, I'm not sure. I think one of them drinks and he was like, hey, do you drink? I was like, no. He's like, oh, okay. And like he didn't even say anything about it or like anything. So I
Hmm.
haven't really personally felt anything like pressured type.
Pressured, yeah.
Yeah. But I was just asking out of curiosity. Oh man. So let's see what else can we talk about? I mean, how was the whole quarantine for you? How was like the whole impact? Because I mean, you were in college at the time when it all happened. So how was that change?
Hmm. God, the transition was so hard from because we started it was we were already going in-person classes,
Hmm.
going to the in-person classes, and then all of a sudden everything had to be done online. So the teachers were struggling to like put all the content online, students were struggling. Um, yeah, the transition was hard, but now I feel like if we start going back to in-person, it's
Yeah,
gonna be hard again. Like now I'm used to online classes.
that's true. Oh man, yeah, because like for me, I mean, for me it was high school, like and like I mean, I don't know if it was. I mean, it was still kind of like a big impact because like I mean, for me it was like a big impact because like since it was like since my high school we were like the founding class, and I was like, damn, we're not even gonna have a regular graduation.
Yeah.
I mean, we still like my high school still made like the best out of it. Like they did like
Hmm.
I think my principal hired like a professional guy to do our like video thing, like our graduation video. So that was pretty cool. But like still wasn't like it was still like kind of like ah man. Like at the first few like weeks, I was like kind of bummed out because like it was cool because I'm like, all right, like like the work is not that hard. But at the same time, I was like, after I started realizing, I was like, wait, I'm not gonna have a graduation, you know?
Yeah, no, like all that hard work and you can't even have a graduation.
Yeah, and then like also like what I was thinking about was like people like like people who were graduating from college, and like college is like even bigger than that. Because
Yeah.
like that's that was what I was talking to with my roommate the other day. I was like, um, dude, like I don't know if he's gonna get better by the time that you graduate. And he was
Hmm.
like, yeah, dude, I want like my normal graduation. And like I mean, I'm not sure, but I think he took a quarter off because for the same reason, because like I mean, for one reason is because like online classes is kind of like not the same because you don't learn the same
Hmm.
way, and like there's so many distractions obviously. So I think that's why he took the quarter off, but also I feel like it's also because he wants the normal graduation thing. um but yeah, how do you feel? Do you think like about like because you're about to graduate, so how do you feel about all that?
I mean, I hope I get a normal graduation
I
because
mean,
I've gone to one graduation, like a college graduation, and it was like so nice. You know, everyone got to walk down the stage and everything.
yeah,
And actually, I told you I took it was a quarter off.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I hadn't taken the quarter off, I would have graduated last year,
Oh,
and I
that's
wouldn't have had a
right.
graduation.
Oh
So I'm
man,
like,
it's
huh?
like
I'm kind of glad I took the quarter off. So maybe now I might be able to have a graduation.
yeah, that was a good thing then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It's like you knew the future.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Oh man. No, I mean, I mean, hopefully this is last for like another 3 years, because I mean, that's gonna suck. Uh,
Yeah.
oh man. Let's see. I mean, what I mean, tell me about like I don't know. Tell me about yourself because we talked a lot about like school stuff. So like
School.
yeah. So let's see. What can we talk?
I mean,
You,
I have a question for you. I saw a question.
oh,
I'm
okay.
kind of curious.
Yeah.
So, what's like one assumption that people make about you when they like first see you or meet you?
Well, let me tell you, Diana. I wish I knew. I have no idea.
People don't tell you like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were
Yeah.
so and so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then I'm gonna tell you what people
Okay.
think. So then, what I think that people would think about me is that like, well, I mean, I feel like I'm very like I'm a very like I don't know how to say like a transparent guy. So like I just
Mm-hmm.
talk about I like to talk about my feelings. I'm very like how do you say I mean I have the word in my head but like like something like sorry. um like I don't know. I'm very fragile. I'm kidding. No. No, I remember. I'm very emotional because I like you could
Oh,
really tell.
emotional.
Yeah, you could tell when I'm sad. You could tell when I'm happy. When I'm like mad. I'm
Mm-hmm.
almost never mad, but like I'm very transparent. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So
Right.
like I feel like I'm a genuine person, and like I try to be like friendly. So that's what I think people like assume of me when they meet me. But in reality, I feel like it depends on the situation because like
Mm-hmm.
if it's cool, like yeah, like people have told me, oh yeah, you know, when I first met you, I thought you were really like friendly and I thought you were really like nice. And but like let's say like sometimes my parents or when there was no quarantine, when they would take us to like parties that we didn't know anybody, I would just be like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like
Yeah.
people would probably be like, oh, that guy's not don't mess with don't mess with that guy.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I think it depends on the situation, but I mean
Uh-huh.
assumptions, I don't know if they have any assumptions. I mean, I just like yeah, like I said, I just think people usually think that I'm friendly or like nice, you know. Do you
That's like the
people
total opposite of
for
from
you?
me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people think I'm mean. People think they'd always tell me like, "Oh, you have like a resting bitch face." That's what they all
Oh,
tell
what?
me.
No, really?
Yeah,
I
so they
would.
always think that I'm mean. They always think that I told you I'm like very quiet and very shy when I first meet people.
Yeah.
So I don't talk like to like when I first started working. The people that I was working with, my coworkers, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, like we thought that you were like really kind of like mean and that you thought that you were like so full of yourself because you
Oh.
and I'm like, what?
Damn, I would not assume that of you, honestly. That's crazy.
No,
Oh my
yeah.
I would say something like I don't know. I would say shy. That's all I would say. I would assume. And I mean, I'm partially right, no? Because
No, yeah,
yeah, so
very
like
shy.
yeah, so I mean, that's what I would assume. I wouldn't assume that we were mean at all. That's crazy. I don't
I
really.
know it's crazy because when they get to know me, they're like, "Oh yeah, I thought you were really mean," and I'm like, "Wait, what? Like, do I look that mean?" Like, I try to be nice to everyone.
Yeah. Oh man. um. Let's see. What else can we? I feel like I'm a very. I mean, this is partly the reason why I also wanted to do this podcast was like because like I'm a very awkward person. Like as you can tell, I can't come up with a conversation
Same.
very easy. Yeah. So I mean, what else can we talk about?
I'm also a very emotional person.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Are
I
you?
cry in like every single movie I watch.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
cry like every single movie.
me too. Oh man, no,
What's the
yeah.
movie that you cried like the hardest in, the most?
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, like a movie that my parents. I mean, I don't have any. I don't recall. I do recall that I cried once, but I don't recall doing it multiple times. But apparently, according to my mom, you know, Finding Nemo, right?
Yeah.
So as a child, I'm gonna tell you the backstory, and then
Okay.
you might understand why it was scary for me, or like why I would cry. So as a child, I was always scared of like my mom just like leaving me in a place. So like whenever I would misbehave, she would be like, "I te voy a dejar, eh?" And like that would scare me so much. So like I mean, obviously before my mom knew how to drive, we would always go like in el bus, like el
Hmm.
dash or like metro, and like I would never want to go first, even though like I would see my mom like because like she had my sisters in la carriola, and like
Hmm.
I would see her fold like carriola and like get ready to go up, and she would like Angel, ve primero, and but I would want to because I'm like, no, what if she
Like,
makes me
nah,
go?
she's gonna dip.
Yeah, exactly. So then that was like one of my biggest fears for some reason. So with that in mind, in Finding Nemo, Nemo gets lost. So
Hmm.
then, according to my mom, I remember doing it the first time I saw the movie, but according to my mom, every single time that I would watch Nemo, I would cry in the part where he was getting taken.
Oh no.
So, and like Nemo was one of my favorite movies, and I don't know
Hmm.
why if it made me cry. So like, um, yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know if there's like a specific movie that made me cry a lot because like almost like any Disney movie makes me cry. But
Literally same.
but like a movie that made me cry consistently apparently was Nemo. That's the only thing I know.
What
But
about a recent movie? Like a recent movie you watched?
uh I mean the first thing that pops into my head was Avengers End Game.
That's mine too.
Oh really? Okay, I thought it was the one.
Yeah.
Oh, because
No.
you like Robert Downey Jr. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was crying for like a week straight.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. I cried like multiple times. I even cried in freaking what is it, Infinity War because of Tom Holland.
Oh yeah.
That was so. I was
That
like,
too.
yeah. But yeah, that's the most recent movie I could think of. I
Hmm.
think I cried in the show I watched, but I forgot what show it was. But I cried in a show because like it was like the ending of a show, and I was like, oh my
Hmm.
god. But I forgot which one it was. But for you, it was Endgame as well, the recent one.
Yeah, it's Endgame. I mean, I literally cry in like every single movie. I always find something sad to cry about. Like,
Yeah.
let's see. I cry in Up. I
Oh yeah.
cried in like Toy Story, the last Toy Story.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if you've seen it.
Yeah. No wait.
Yeah, I cried in that one.
Oh, I haven't seen the recent one. I've seen like the other ones.
Oh, you haven't seen the fourth one?
No, no.
Oh, well, I cried in that one.
Wait, the first one, the first one is the one with the festival thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I
Where
think so. The one,
the spoon comes out.
yeah.
That's how you could tell I haven't seen it. Oh, it's in Disney Plus. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, no, yeah, no. What's it called? No, I cried in it. And the thing is, I don't know if I'm depressing, but like, have you ever tried to actually cry and you can't?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
actually.
because like sometimes like I don't know, it's like one of those days where you just like, you know
You
what?
feel like you just need to like let it out and like
Uh,
just cry, but like you just can't.
yeah, and like I purposefully like I don't watch movies because I'm like nah, like I'm gonna get into the movie and then like the feeling of crying is gonna go away. So like I
Hmm.
just go to YouTube and like put try not to cry videos, and like I just
Oh
see
yeah.
it and I just get bored and I just stop with the sensation of wanting to cry. So then I'm like, oh man, I wanted to cry today. So instead, I just make my mom mad and she screams at me, and then Dan.
No.
No, I'm kidding. Oh man. Oh yeah. No, it's really good to find another emotional person.
No, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, if you ask anyone who's close to me, they'll be like, yeah, she's the emotional one, like out of the group.
yeah, because like because I would my friends would make fun of me because I mean I'm a guy and like right now I mean nowadays it's like normal for a guy to be emotional but like back in the day it'd be bad but like I mean still some of my friends are still like supposedly they're like macho so
Hmm.
like they automatically know that I'm like the emotional one as well and like I used to have a like my ex like my ex-girlfriend
Hmm.
they would one of my friends used to make fun of me because they were like that I was the girl and she was the guy and I was like for real because like she was really like I don't know like she wasn't like macho she was just like very cold. Okay, let's not get into that. Damn, I'm gonna start crying right now.
No. Like we need some tissue.
Yeah, like I remember the days. No, I'm kidding. No, but yeah. Oh gosh. Have you taken the personality test? Because like that's I was thinking of video idea, and like that's the thing that I was thinking of.
Oh,
But have you taken that?
no, I haven't.
Okay, because I mean, I honestly I took it like a long time ago, but I think I remember. I think it came out as extrovert. I don't know why. But
No, mine would be an introvert for sure.
yeah, but I mean it's more than that. I feel like they have like an extrovert, entertainer,
Oh,
hero,
okay.
and like stuff like that. It's really weird. But yeah,
Oh,
you should take it.
yeah, I've never taken it before.
Yeah, I think it's called 16 personalities or something like that. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was just curious. I
I've
just
no, I've taken like it was like what is your dating type
oh
quiz thing.
what'd you
I've
get?
taken that one. Oh gosh, I think I don't remember the name, but I think I'm the type of person also that's like very emotional,
Uh-huh.
very in touch with their emotions, and who likes to communicate, I guess. I don't even remember, but
Oh,
no, yeah.
I mean, now that we're in the topic of relationships, no. Okay, what I think is the most common question ever. But what do you think is the most important thing in a relationship?
Oh gosh, communication for sure. Like talk about everything. No, seriously.
For real?
It's
No,
so
I'm kidding.
important. Cause well, I was in a relationship for 4 years
Oh, 3 for me.
and
No, I'm kidding.
and I think the thing that we struggled with the most was communication and it, like I think for me it was more of like it was hard for me to like express my feelings because of how shy I was.
Oh,
And then
okay.
for him, he was very like macho and he didn't want to show his feelings at all.
Oh, oh,
So
damn!
that was
Your relationship was complicated then.
yeah.
Because like for me, it was uh, like I was the one who was always sharing my feelings. I was like, oh, I feel like this. I feel like you're not doing this. I feel like you this and this and that. And she
Mhm.
would not tell me anything at all. Like she would just like one day she'd just be serious, and I'd be like, hey, what's wrong? And she's like, oh, it's nothing. I'm like, wait, I know something's
Oh
wrong.
gosh, I hate
Yeah,
when they do that. Yeah.
yeah. So then like, yeah, that was my problem. But oh damn.
Hmm.
So yeah, communication is key.
Yeah, no, literally.
But are you one of those people that like need reassurance?
I think so. I've only been in one relationship,
Hmm.
and I think in that relationship, yes, it was my first relationship like ever. So I was like also very insecure.
Mm.
So yeah, I needed a lot of reassurance. I think that also bothered him. 'Cause I'm like,
Oh.
because he's like, dude, I'm with you. Like, what else do you want? And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
starts crying.
Yeah. Don't worry, me too. I needed a lot of reassurance, especially because like she wouldn't like I told you she wouldn't give me anything, and like I would give her like, oh, I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel like this. Like I would be very. I used to write poems and stuff, so then like I would like obviously express my feelings so much, and like I
Yeah,
wouldn't receive anything, so that's why I wanted the reassurance even more, So
yeah.
oh man, that's. I mean, it's good to know that we're similar.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We were like on
Oh,
the same boat.
yeah. Don't worry, we'll find someone someday that reassures us. Oh man.
What did you learn from that relationship though?
Well, honestly, I mean, yeah. I mean, first thing is like communication, obviously. Because
Hmm.
communication was like bad. Like, yeah, I would express a lot, but like at the same time, like I wouldn't really. I don't know. It was just weird. I mean, it was just the communication. It's just like, let's just keep it at that. I don't want to get deeper into it. Yeah, it was that bad. I'm kidding. Uh, but yeah, communication. But another thing, specifically with that relationship, what I learned was that like I shouldn't give too much of myself because I
Hmm.
I feel like um not to give her crap, but um I would give so much. Like I would not only like materialistic, because I know it's not only about the material, but like I would
Yeah,
give her flowers, I would write poems for her, I would like sing, I would like sometimes in the middle of the night, I would like text her like huge paragraphs, just like randomly, so that she could wake up the next morning and be like, oh my god, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would just like give so much of myself. Like I would always want to be with her and stuff. And like, she wouldn't do the same thing to me, you know.
Right.
And like everyone would tell me, like even my parents, they would
Mm-hmm.
tell me like, oh, you know, you always give her like so much and she doesn't give you anything back.
Right.
And like, but I would do it because of like, because that's what I would do, you know. And like it's not like something that I would do, like something like that I would give so that I could receive back. It was just something that came from
Right.
me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a thing that I learned, that like things should be equal. So if I give this, I could receive the same thing back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing that I learned from that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Which for me, honestly, was like my first serious relationship too, because I did have like uh, uh love interests or like girlfriends like when I was
Yeah.
like in middle school and stuff, but like they would last 2 weeks. Like, come on.
You're like, those don't count.
Yeah, and like also when I was in kinder, wait, what? Okay. No, yeah, but when I was in kinder, I would also like have girlfriends as well. But like
Mhm.
we were kids, come on, you know.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, yeah, that's it was also kind of my first relationship, so I that's the big thing I learned. So hopefully the
Mhm.
next relationship becomes better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Well, I mean, we're hitting the 53-minute mark. You want to have any last remarks, any last questions, or anything, last thoughts you have in your head?
I mean, I don't know. Is there any other questions that you had?
No, not really. I mean, I think I feel,
No. Okay.
yeah. I mean, 53 minutes of talking. That's a lot of talking.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, but I mean, uh, thank you so much for joining me in this podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. Do you want me to put your Instagram or something, or do you want me? Where can people find you?
Oh, sure. I I don't even know my Instagram. That's how much I am on social media. I am.
Well, I mean, I'll still put I'll put your what's it called, Instagram username in the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I'll be like in the bottom of, yeah. So
Somewhere over there.
yeah, follow somewhere right there or in the description below.
Yeah.
So yeah, so follow her. And yeah, now I'm gonna do my outro. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Turn the bell notification. Turn the bell notification on. And yeah, thank you again for joining me, Diana, and I'll see you in a bit because we're in the same
Thank
house.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Okay.